In this video, we are having a look at part 4 of our Word Shortcuts Hints and Tips series. In this video, we are having a look at 3 function key shortcuts and then 4 keyboard shortcuts that you can use. The first function key shortcut that we're going to look at is the F2 key on your keyboard. As previously in other videos, with your function keys, you can either press the key or you might have to activate it by pressing the F11 key on your keyboard if there is one there. So the first function key we're looking at is the F2 key on your keyboard. And this key allows you to move or cut and paste text or objects in your Word document. I'm going to select some text in my Word document, pressing the F2 key on my keyboard, and down the bottom you can see it says move to where. I'm going to select where I want my text, and then pressing the Enter key has now cut that from the beginning of my paragraph and pasted it or moved it to the end. I'm just going to undo that to move it back. I'm going to press the F2 key again. If you decided you change your mind and don't want to actually cut and paste something when in this mode, down the bottom you can see it says move to where, but if I press the escape key, you can see that that mode is now turned off, and if I click anywhere and hit enter, it doesn't actually cut and paste that text. So to cancel that F2 moving, just use that escape key on your keyboard. So that was that first function key shortcut. The second one we're going to look at is the F11 key on your keyboard. This allows you to move between fields within a Word document. So a field is an area in your document you can have that has set up instructions inside of it. To insert these in, you find these on the Insert tab, and on the Quick Parts area you can see there's a field option here where there is a whole list of different fields, so different types of fields you can insert into a Word document. In this Word document, we have a date one and also a time one. So if I put my cursor just at the top of the paragraph before, press the F11 key, you can see it's then jumped to that date field, and then pressing again, it jumps to that time field. If I scroll up a bit more in my Word document, press the F11 key again, and you can see it goes to wherever there is another field after that cursor, wherever that cursor is. So this field is actually a citation, so you can see that it jumped to that. Pressing F11 again, jumps down again to that date and then to the time. So that was that F11 key on your keyboard. The next one is F10. This function key turns on your key tips, so it turns them on or off. So pressing it, you can see that a number of letters come up along the top of my screen. These allow you to navigate around your screen without actually using your mouse. So you can also use this in other packages as well. So if you don't want to actually use your mouse to move around, if you use the F10 key on your keyboard, you can then use letters, so letter keys on your keyboard, to navigate between your Word document, the Word document screen, moving between tabs and also options in your document. To turn it off, you can then press the escape key and it takes you back to just that normal mode. So that were those 3 function keys. The keyboard shortcuts we're going to look at are just some simple ones to do with text alignment in your Word document. So at the moment, you can change your alignment by using the buttons on your Home tab, and this text here is fully justified, so that's using the Justify text alignment. We're going to now just have a look at the different shortcuts for actually changing this alignment of the text. So the first one we're going to do is the first keyboard shortcut is to left align your text with the Control key and the L key on your keyboard. So pressing down the Control key, pressing L, you can see it's now changed that left align of your text. To do center, it's Ctrl E. So pressing that, so you can see it's now changed that center alignment. And Ctrl+R is the right alignment. To change it back to fully justified, Ctrl and the letter J is the shortcut for that. So those 4 simple keyboard shortcuts are just to change the text alignment any text in your Word document. So just a summary of all those shortcuts for you. The F2 key allows you to move or cut and paste text or objects in your Word document. So you select whatever it is you want to move, press the F2 key and then click where you want to move it to and then hit enter. If you ever want to cancel that before hitting enter, just use the escape key. The F11 key in your keyboard moves to the next field in your Word document. So a field is a part of your Word document that has a set of instructions applied to it. So for example, in our example we did earlier, there was date, time and a citation. And then that last function key was to turn on your key tips, so that was via the F10 key on your keyboard. So the F10 key turns on or off your key tips option where you can navigate around your screen without using your mouse. And then those 4 keyboard shortcuts we covered were for the text alignment in your Word documents. So Ctrl+L is the left align, Ctrl E is for center, Ctrl+R is for right align, and then Ctrl+J is to fully justify your text. We hope you like these shortcuts and can find a time to use them within your Word documents in the future.